Hi folks, my name's Louis Martin and I'm one of the tutors on the Level 7 module, Contemporary Issues in Criminology and Criminal Justice. The module leader is James Treadwell, Professor James Treadwell. At the moment he's unavailable, but he will be returning shortly and he will deliver an introductory piece that will be uploaded. But for the time being, with your module going live, I will cover the essential administration. So my role on the module will be like a module administrator. So we'll be using Blackboard Ultra, and your materials will be uploaded onto Ultra, and you will have lectures, links to key readings, links to the university license for Oxford University Press Law Trove. So welcome anyway to the module. The purpose of the module then is to continue your academic studies. You've moved on from undergraduate now to postgraduate, where we're going to explore in more detail some of the key themes that are operating within the academic theory of criminology, some of the new theories that have emerged. And Professor Treadwell will be covering that element. I will be covering the criminal justice angle, or the criminal justice themes that are emerging, contemporarily emerging within mainly England and Wales and Britain, but mainly England and Wales because that's how the criminal justice really operates within England and Wales. So for the purposes of employment and the purposes of applying theory to the real world, it's applied in the criminal justice system. We'll be covering some topics that are very controversial. Professor Treadwell will be telling you about the topics he'll be covering. He'll be looking at obviously criminological theory, new criminological, ultra-realist and green criminology. I will be looking at issues that impact on the courts, the police, the prisons. We've got the new bills, the new acts that are being passed that provide the criminal justice system with increasingly more regulatory powers over society. With the Police, Crime and Sentencing Act 2022, the Domestic Abuse Act, we look at the change of nature of crime, how crime's changed, the transition across to cybercrime, a significant increase in domestic abuse and violence towards children, predation on children. So we've got very significant changes in the types of crimes that we see in England and Wales now. I'll also be bringing in one of the country's leading experts on prisons, Ian Aitchison, who's a government advisor on extremism, counter-terrorism and the prison culture. He'll be looking at the case of Usman Khan and the Fishmongers Hall killings, extremisms in prison, the rise of Muslim Islamic extremism that's now dominating the prison culture. He'll also look at the idea of separation centres within the prisons for extreme violent terrorists to be like segregated from the main prison population. I'll be touching upon the emergence of satanic ritual abuse. This has been sort of endemic within the criminal justice system since the 1980s with the satanic panic. We now see different twists. We've had recently a satanic related killing of 2 females in London and the subsequent complaints about police investigations. I'll also be looking at the phenomenon of with Wayne Curzons, the police officer that killed Sarah Everard. So these are challenges that the police are facing. We'll also touch upon child abuse and the violence towards children. which is emerging, the difficulty in the Crown Prosecution Service being able to secure convictions for rape and sexual offences. It will be a very thought-provoking module. You will have a lot of freedom when it comes to the assessment, in which you will be able to choose a criminological or criminal justice theme to complete your assessment. And I will talk about the assessment in more detail when we have our first meeting. For the time being then, please have a look at the links that are available on the Blackboard Ultra site. If you've got any queries, then please contact me. I will be creating a Microsoft Teams group for you to chat, exchange opinions, and to communicate with each other. Obviously, you've got access to the Microsoft 365 provision of apps with your student account. So I'll be delivering my lectures using Microsoft Teams, and they'll be embedded into Blackboard. Any queries, or if you've got any concerns, then please message me or email me, and hopefully I'll meet you next week in Welcome Week, and subsequently during the forthcoming workshops, lectures and academic support time. Thank you.